Hi guys, I'm Kelsey Russell.
And I'm Tasha Garlick.
And we are here with Shane and Kat at F45 Training in Johnston. We're really excited. We just got to see the end of a class, which was super interesting. So we're just gonna let you guys take it away and tell us a little bit about just what F45 is.
So F45 is one of the largest fitness franchises for group fitness. It started in Australia. So the F stands for functional. So the movements that we do in our group fitness classes is all geared towards movements that you would do throughout your just daily life. So squatting, pushing, pulling, movements that you'll see throughout your day. 45 minutes, that's the length of our classes. So it's gonna be functional, circuit, training, high intensity is what we really focus on. So you're gonna torch calories, 500 to 700 in about 45 minutes.
Awesome. Yeah, we actually caught the tail end of a class, which I thought was super cool because it's very different than your normal gym setting. It kind of blends kind of circuit training with personal training, but you have bands on everyone, so you can kind of see competition-wise. Yeah, how everyone else is doing and how you compare. So can you tell us a little bit about how you guys are different?
So just in terms of us versus a different facility or another gym, you know, we're providing that personal training experience in a group environment. And because of how we have the setup we have with the TVs, the heart rate monitors, and just how we move around the room, we really have that hands-on approach, which not many places have.
Yeah.
And so that's why a lot of people are attracted to us, just because a lot of people just don't know what they're doing in the gym. They go to a gym, sit on their cell phone for a couple hours, but we're there to push them, give them more weight, help them, give them modifications.
Yeah.
And if they have any injuries, again, modifications for that.
Well, I think that's the biggest thing too, is even if you go to a class of some sort, you know, the trainer is teaching the class, and so it's hard for them to individualize with each person and make those modifications, because not everyone in the class might be at the same level. So I think that's super cool.
And one of the things that I noticed is that there's no mirrors in here, which I think is really interesting. You know, we were talking a little bit about this before we got going, and just how it's a lot more of an approachable environment for some people because there's not mirrors. And as people are walking through the stations or working through the stations, you know, you're in a class setting, you're in an environment where there is some competition, there is some kind of camaraderie, but you're all doing your own experience, which I think is a good way to make it approachable for people.
Right, so the no mirrors is awesome. So when you're in the studio, it's all about dropping the ego. So it's not about lifting more weight than you really should be. It's about how your body's feeling. You're not focused on what someone across the room is doing. You're just worrying about yourself and just doing the best that you can. And if we're walking around the room as trainers and giving you some extra weight or trying to challenge you in some kind of way, that's just tailored specifically towards you, because like Shane mentioned, with the TVs that we have on the front of the room, it really acts as a visual cue to our members of what's going on at the particular station that they're at, and then we're able to walk around and ensure safety and technique and be that motivating force that you don't really see if you're at a big box gym just all by yourself. So there's tons of equipment. I don't know if you guys noticed how much equipment is out for our class today, but you won't find a treadmill in here.
Yes.
So we can work on that cardiovascular system without having to spend time on a treadmill. So you'll do box jumps, step ups, kettlebell swings, rope spikes. And so we have a lot of different tools that we can use to keep the body guessing and give that variety so you're not bored and just going through that same kind of routine every day.
Tell us a little bit about, you told me a little bit about the machine that you have at the back of the room. Tell us a little bit about that and how you encourage your members to track their progress and not necessarily focusing on the scale.
This is Shane's expertise, the in-body machine.
All right, so we have a body composition analysis. And what the device does, it takes a look at your body fat percentage, how much water you're holding, how much fat you have, how much muscle you have, and then it segmentalizes that from left leg, right arm, left arm, and then your trunk area. So when someone stands on the machine, their first day, they come in here and they're like, oh my goodness, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, don't worry, it's your first time, it doesn't matter. It's just a result, it's data. Now you're going to train with us for however many months, weeks, years, and we're going to see how much better we can make that. And if we're struggling in a specific area, we can help you and tailor things differently to see progress. So the machine really just, you need to be consistent with it. You know, it's not the best machine in the world because those are hundreds of thousands. But if you're consistent with that device, it can be really useful.
Yeah, that's super neat.
Perfect. So what would you guys say is your target market? Who are the people that you are seeing the most in here?
So our target market right now, we're looking at, we can really target every single person. Doesn't matter age group. We have a 72, 73-year-old male, and he is just in here every day. He just hit his 200th or 300th?
200th
class, which is insane.
And I saw him when I walked in the door, and he could probably beat me up. I mean, he is just rocking it.
Yeah, and then, I mean, our youngest member is 16. So within that, we try and focus between a female of 18 to 40. That's going to be predominantly our member base, but we have a lot outside of that as well.
Tell us a little bit about your memberships, and do you have any like trial periods that people can do to come?
We do. We have a trial period. So it's called our 14-day fitness experience. So most gyms, you know, it's the 3 days, maybe a week. Well, we extended it to 14 days because most of us have really busy schedules, and to make sure that you can really go into a gym and feel like you're getting a feel of what a membership would be like there,
Right.
we give you that 2-week period. Now, we can almost guarantee that it won't take you 2 weeks long to figure out that you want to be a member and join us, but you have that, so it's not like such a time-sensitive decision to figure out if you want to come and join our gym family. So.
Well, and that's super nice. I know just from trying other gyms, you know, if you're trying to see, you know, what does the cardio day look like and what does this day look like, and just a flavor of all the different experiences and diversity you can have, you cannot, you know, figure that out when you haven't been working out and
then you go
try to force yourself to go 5 days in a row. Yeah.
Right,
So-
and during that 2-week period, so on the first day that you came in and you met with us and we gave you an orientation, which would be a tour of the studio, we would describe different things that you're gonna see, maybe run through a sample workout, what that would look like, and then we pop you on the InBody that Shay talked about. And so if you come a handful or super consistently in that 2 weeks, guaranteed you'll see results when you take another InBody on the end of that 2 weeks. And so that way too, that you can see that this is results driven. And if you buy in and you do it and you get consistent with it, you're gonna see results. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, that is wonderful. I think it's definitely a unique experience, and thank you for letting us crash and see all about it today.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your day.